crusher inside. Is it gonna be enough to the line? It is. Damn it. Side by side. Basket. 3 wide to the line. Who is it gonna be? I am not even gonna call that.
All-Star Night is upon us and coming to you live from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. NBC 2019 DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race here from Charlotte is about to get underway. 27 of the best drivers in the series. The Beast of the Southeast for a chance at $1 million here tonight. 27 drivers, full of talent, some from our All-Star Showdown races that we had here a couple nights ago. Now it's time for them to put on a stands, and those in the infield and you guys watching at home. Sit back, relax. We got 4 segments, excuse me. Or 3 segments of hard racing. No, actually, excuse me, 4 segments. We got 4 segments coming in tonight. So sit back and relax and enjoy the DASCAR Phillips Nationwide All-Star Race here from Charlotte on NBCSN. And welcome back to NBCSN's coverage of the DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race here from Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. To the left of your screen, we got our qualifying order. Kelly Boston drew spot number 1 on the grid. Alex Stewart, William Brock, Griffin Lynn, Kelly Salvador, TJ Hanley, Josh Barker, Max Anderson, Paul Michaels, Quentin Moore, Johnny Gardner, Jack Dawson, Adam Lewis, Joshua Sekuli, our Daytona champion. He made it in on the fan vote, by the way, folks. Congratulations to our Daytona champion, Joshua Sekuli, on making it into the All-Star race. Lily Gordon, Christopher Mayweather, Eli Bright, Amber Forrest, Jackson Lynn, Hillary Sanchez, Bennett Lathair, Jake Jefferson, Zachary Fitzwater, Levi Shones, our Season 10 defending champion. Philip Goldberg, Dylan Young made it in from the showdown races, and Alex Hawkins rounding out our fields. About 50 to 75% of the field is filled up from the All-Star Open stage racing that we had here a few nights ago. It's going to be awesome, folks. You guys get to see 27 of the best drivers in the series duke it out for $1 million. Charlotte Motor Speedway, 1.5 mile D-shaped quad oval. Pit road speed is a whopping 45 miles an hour. Turns are baked at 24 degrees. Backstretch, typical, 1,952.8 banked at 5 degrees. And the backstretch is a little shorter at 1,360, also banked at 5 degrees. We got a total of, well, actually this is just coming in right now, a total of 3 segments. We were going to do 4, but they have shortened it down to 3. So now we got 3 segments, a total of 60 laps. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some All-Star racing at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. The final All-Star race of the series. Cars are rolling out onto the track. Fans are on their feet. Some of them looking back at the booth, knowing that this is my final call of the All-Star race. Tipping their caps. And I tip my cap to you guys as we get ready to call the final race of All-Star Weekend. It's been a pleasure. The ride over the course of these 11 seasons. The 11th annual All-Star race. We had our first one in Season 1 back in 2012. It was a 3-wide photo finish. And we had photo finishes quite often here in the All-Star race. And Season 11 should be no different. The field in the hands of Kelly Boston. 27 drivers, 60 laps, 1 winner, $1 million. Here we go. The final All-Star race of the series. And we are green for $1 million. Don't look now. Here comes that 62 South Point car. William Brock. He made it in he made it in virtue of the showdown, and he leads the first lap. But you can't win it on the first lap. And you can't win $1 million in the first 2 segments. If you want to win that million, you gotta wait till segment number 3. 3 wide almost. Here comes Salvador. Kelly Salvador lurking in the weeds. Here she comes, taking the lead away. And as they rumble off turn number 4, 3 wide, Salvador gets a little loose, but leads it by at least a half a car length over the 62. Now she'll thunder down to the bottom and block that 88, but the 88, Josh Marker, riding momentum from the open. You see the 62 got up into the wall just a little bit. He's still trucking in the right direction though. Here comes Paul Michaels in the 41, Johnny Gardner in the 52 there on the bottom as well. He's going to make a fight for segment 1. But it's only lap number 4. You can't win it on lap number 4. And once again, you can't win that $1 million in the first segment. Salvador up against the wall. That's what she's comfortable doing. When Podium Motorsports scouted her, she was running the high line all throughout her career. And here she is doing no difference. 3 wide. Can't win it right here. This will cause you to go to a backup. Jack Dawson is the meat in that sandwich right there. We'll focus on Dawson as he continues to shuffle back deep in the pack. 22 car at Levi Shones. They're on the bottom. Season 10 champion. Pinch, pinch, pinch. There we go. Saved it. No, hard in the wall for William Brock. Hard in the wall. Season 10 champion Levi Shones is in it. Heavy damage on the Quentin Moore machine. Back up front. They're racing back to the caution. Adam Lewis is leading that. Got to make sure these guys mind their P's and Q's. They're all they're getting into their caution formation right now, as we got the first caution of the All-Star race here tonight, coming in segment 1 on lap number 6. Heavy damage. Look at the smoke trail on the 89, trying to limp it back. He's going to go to a backup, and we are going to go to a replay. We'll talk about unlucky. He gets punted into the wall just a little bit. Quentin Moore does, and then he catches the end of the safer barrier. Wow. The 22 went airborne there. Got up on 2 wheels almost. I think he did get up on 2 wheels. Let's go ahead and take another replay of that. You see, he punts him into the wall. He catches the end of the safer barrier. Shones does get airborne and slams that outside wall hard. Quentin Moore riding momentum from the All-Star Open. He made it in. They're 3 wide for the race lead. And you see, just pinch. I thought these guys were going to save it, but Shones gets punted in hard into the wall. Head on for the 89 and the 22. Wow, the 98 just barely misses it. Go ahead and take a look at it one more time. Let's take our NBCSN super slow-mo. See, pinch just there. And he's trying to wheel it, trying to save it, but Shones just continuing to push him into the wall. And then right there, head on for the 89 and the 22. But the 89 gets the worst end of it, catching the end to the beginning of the safer barrier here on the front stretch. We're not done yet. We got a lot of racing still left. Quentin Moore and Levi Shones, they're going to backups to start segment 2. And we'll be right back for the restart of the 11th annual DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race here from Charlotte. And welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Coverage of the DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race continues. Levi Shones and William Brock, they're going to be going to backup cars here to start segment number 2. leading the field so far here in segment 1 is Adam Lewis, Josh Barker, Johnny Gardner, Paul Michaels, Lily Gordon, Kelly Salvador, Eli Bright, Jackson Lynn. There's the William Brock, excuse me, and Kelly Boston in 10th. So I think it was Quentin Moore that was driving the 89 car. Let's go and find him. Yes, it was Quentin Moore, so I got the names mixed up. My apologies there to Quentin Moore and William Brock. Adam Lewis leads the field down the backstretch. And we will have 10 laps to go here in segment 1 of the 2019 season number 11 DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Getting early word that in the playoffs we have a new playoff format, but nothing is official yet. We will pass that along to you once word gets official. Meanwhile, back on the track, Adam Lewis will lead them back into the DSM restart zone, and we got our DSM green flag. Adam Lewis looks to win it here in segment 1. Jackson Lynn in the 48, DC Solar Machine back there, trying to pull out. But this is not a super speedway. 41 there, Paul Michaels dropping back. There's Josh Barker. He had redemption after wrecking in stage 1 of the Open, coming back to advance his way into tonight's All-Star race via of the segment of the stage 2 top 5 and you're in format. And something happened to the 20. She just got booted up into the wall all by herself. Here comes Johnny Gardner. Loose goes to 52 up the track. Up the track. No, hard in the wall again. Another one. A big one. Christian Mayweather involved. Lily Gordon involved. Levi Shones gets a piece of it. Jack Dawson is involved. Amber Force, you see heavy damage. Levi Shones again. That just adds insult to injury. Heavy damage on the Kelly Boston machine. No doubt she'll go to a backup. Christian Mayweather and Amber Force, no doubt that they're going to backups as well. Second caution of the night, and it's the 88 Josh Barker leading. So after qualifying his way into the All-Star race after redemption from stage 1 of the Open, he finds himself in front here in stage 1 of the All-Star race. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, we talked about 3 wide. It can't work if you're touching, beating, and banging. And that's exactly what happened here. You see the 77 go around. Gets a piece there. And then heavy damage right there. And then Jack Dawson, he's going to find his way into this mess. Christian Mayweather, Amber Force, Pony Motorsports teammates involved. You see the 28, Philip Goldberg. You see Levi Shones, hard driver side impact. And you see Amber Force there. She collided with her Pony Motorsports teammate Christian Mayweather here on the front stretch. Take a look. You see, gets forced down after getting hit and then plowed right into the back. Then she's going to slide through the grass. And that's all she wrote for that number 11. Levi Shones with a heavy driver's side impact there on Jack Dawson there in the 18. You see he's well behind this wreck. But then he's trying to get the car woed up. You see he actually slides the car just a little bit, and then right here, boom, picks the car right up off the ground. The 18 of Jack Dawson with heavy damage. He's going to go to a backup as well. We may not be done with the restart. We may have another green flag here in the stage 1. Let's find out when we come back. Welcome back to stage 1 of the Season 11 DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race. We're going to take the green flag with 5 laps to go here in stage. And Josh Barker finds himself out in front. Johnny Gardner going for his All-Star win. It'll be in stage 1, but it'll be a heck of an accomplishment for him, knowing that his former teammate Stephanie Gardner won a All-Star race and $1 million reserve spot in the playoffs when that was the old format. Adam Lewis, Lily Gordon, Kelly Salvador, Jackson Lind, William Brock, Paul Michaels, Alex Stewart, and Zachary Fitzwater punches his way into the top 10 as we get set for another restart here in stage 1. It's only stage. We already had 2 cautions, so we may be in for a record setter race here once again. In terms of cautions, in terms of finishing, we don't know. Past 10 All-Star races, we had photo finishes to end the race and to end stages of this event. So who knows what could happen? They're getting into the DSM restart zone. DSM green flags in the air. Josh Barker hammered down with Johnny Gardner pushing 5 laps to go. Look at Gardner give him the bumper as they race into turn 2. Josh Barker has to be mirror driving just a little bit at least, knowing that he has a hard charging 52 car behind him. Now they're side by side. Coming off turn 4, 3 wide back there. Don't want to do that. Could end the race, could end the stage here under the caution. Paul Michaels almost 4 abreast as they round it off. Turn 2. A couple cars into the wall. Keeps it together. We stay green. Battle for the race lead. Battle for the stage win. Adam Lewis in the 20 retakes the lead. Don't look now. Here comes Lily Gordon. Lily Gordon in that 99. Podium Motorsports versus Fire Ice Racing. Adam 2 down the back. We'll get the white flag this time. If the caution waves, the stage will end. Gordon slips. Salvador's gonna pounce, and here we go. The white flag's gonna be this time. 1 lap to go. A dead heat for segment 1. We stay green. Gordon pushes out front. Salvador not far behind. We're going to take this all the way down to the wire. Stage 1 is going to end in a photo finish. Here comes Salvador on the bottom, Jackson Lynn on the bottom. Contact, contact. Gordon's going to win it, or is she? She is. Lily Gordon, by half a car length, wins segment 1 of the All-Star race. Let's go back and take a look. We have to make sure that this is the official result of the segment 1. We have to make sure, because Salvador had a good run, and right there, half a car length was the margin to win. Lily Gordon segment 1 of the All-Star race. Don't go anywhere. Random draw qualifying and stage 2 of the All-Star race is coming up. You're watching NVCSN's coverage of DASCAR Racing from Charlotte. And welcome back to stage 2 of the DASCAR Nationwide All-Star race. To the left of the stage, or qualifying order. Find your name, find out where you start stage 2, and figure out how you're going to get to the front to win it here in stage number 2. 20 more laps. So we're going to take the green flag at lap number 30. No, excuse me. We're going to take the green flag at lap 21. Getting ahead of myself, folks. I thought it was 10 to go. Take the green flag at lap number 21. And we'll end the stage at lap 40. Here we go. Sit your belts up. Because we got 20 more laps to make it an even 40. They're going to get into the DSM restart zone. DSM green flags in the air. Underway in stage number 2. It's on lap number 21. Johnny Gardner drew spot number 1 in random draw qualifying. Some people in backup cars. Here comes Jackson Lynn in the 48. Pushing up. Trying to side draft to lead. Not for points, but just to say, hey, I led a lap in the All-Star race in my first ever start. Here comes the 28. Down on the bottom, Philip Goldberg. He's in a backup. That's a fast backup. No damage done to the motor on that car, so they transferred the motor to the backup. And here he is in the lead, and we got a flyby here for you. How's that for All-Star? 3 wide almost, and we do got 3 wide back there. Dylan Young, the meat net sandwich. Oh man, oh man, oh man! This is gonna be big if they do make contact. They do, and they don't even wreck. How about that? How about that? They don't even wreck. 4 wide, up against the wall. Philip Goldberg off 2. 3 wide for the race lead. This is going to be big. This is... Nope, they settle it out. Just at the last possible second. Go back deeper in the pack. And they are managing to stay close together. William Brock. Quentin Moore there on the bottom. Don't want to make it 3 wide. You're in a backup car, that is. Number 89. There's Max Anderson. Rounding off turn 4. A couple cars got into the wall. One of them was your leader. They got to mind their P's and Q's. It's only lap number 26. 3 wide once again. Dylan Young meeting that sandwich. Do not wreck right now. This is fantastic racing that the fans are seeing. Once again, 3 wide for the race lead. Quentin Moore brushes it up against the wall, keeps on trucking it. Out of 2 down the back. Oh, he dropped big time. That's going to bunch the field up and split the pack in 2. 3 wide, a lot of contact. A lot of more contact. And still no wreck out of these drivers right here. This is why they were chosen to race in the All-Star race. Putting on a spectacle. And we're going to stay here at Charlotte and bring you coverage of the longest race of the schedule here in about a week's time. Here we go. I knew it. Max Anderson, the innocent victim of that one, gets turned. Big crash here on the front stretch. It wasn't going to work. Oh my goodness, the stuffing on the Paul Michaels machine. Looks like got hit by a Mack truck. Caution's out. And it's showing the 18 of Jack Dawson as your leader. So Eli Bright has to let the leader go by. Or is it the 51 that's out in front? No, Dawson's waiting on the pace car. Or is he? He is, okay. So Dawson is your official leader after timing and scoring. And once again, we got a big crash here on the front stretch. Let's take a look. Well, if you're Paul Michaels, Dylan Young, or Max Anderson, or anyone involved in this wreck, you're going to have to find out how you can set up your backup car and get ready for segment number 3. And give it all you got for those final 20 laps. You see a little contact there in the wall. Hard in the wall goes the 89 there of Max Anderson. Heavy damage. Kelly Boston once again involved. So she will go to her second backup car of tonight to start segment number 3. The stuffing on the Paul Michaels machine is going to make me wonder if they can salvage anything from that motor and get it ready for segment number 3 for a shot at the $1 million. You see Levi Jones, he just gets nicked in the quarter panel. That could be buffed out. But the stuffing right there on the 41 machine, that's going to make me wonder if they can salvage some parts from that motor and get it ready for the segment 3 restart. Paul Michaels, Max Anderson, and a lot more drivers are going to backups. And we're going to a restart right after this. And welcome back to segment 2 of the DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race here from Charlotte. We are going to take the green flag at lap number 13 in. On point is Jack Dawson, Eli Bright, Zachary Fitzwater, Alex Hawkins, Adam Lewis, William Brock, Johnny Gardner, TJ Hanley, Jay Jefferson, Lily Gordon in 10th. Kelly Boston is going to be going to a backup car. Let's see if we can find her. There she is. She's going to be going to a backup along with Phil Goldberg, Max Anderson, and Paul Michaels. Paul Michaels right now is off the track. They are salvaging parts and scrambling to do anything that they can do in time for random draw qualifying to see if they can pull the rabbit out of the hat and come back to win in stage number 3 of the All-Star race. We're going to stay here at Charlotte, like I said before, for the longest race of the regular season next week. The 400-miler. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, we got a green flag to worry about. Pace car is off. Jack Dawson for Fire Ice Racing. Winless so far in the season at the All-Star break. DSM restart zone. DSM green flags in the air. Dawson may have spun the tires. That was a horrible restart. That stacked everybody up behind him. That was a terrible restart by the 18. Let's see what they can do down the back. You see the slower traffic there. Here comes Eli Bright and Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater, the Australian, wants to win. But it's only segment stage number 2, whatever you want to call it. I call it one step closer to $1 million. Zachary Fitzwater, the Aussie, down the backstretch, even with the 51. Here they come. Little bit of loose. Went to 51. That allows Fitzwater to pull ahead, and there it is. Zachary Fitzwater, for the first time in his career, leads a lap in the All-Star race. This is his 3rd consecutive All-Star appearance, and he hasn't led a lap until right now. How about that? A little history. A little history behind that. Here comes the 20. Here comes Lewis. Here comes Brock on the bottom. Fitzwater once again leads the lap. Brock on the bottom. Lewis on top. Down the back stretch, about 5 laps to go. Looks like a 200 mile per hour parade lap. Dawson, because of that restart, is falling behind. Here comes Alex Hawkins in the 6th. Trying to make it 3 wide, thought better of it. Wants to save his car for segment number 3. Here comes Jay Jefferson on the bottom as well. Hawkins said, I had enough of you, I'm going to the front. And he has Jefferson as a push. Barely have to lift out of the throttle here at Charlotte. It's recommended that you do, but they don't. 3 wide and Brock, I think. Did Brock? He did lead that lap. And now he's in the wall. He's in the wall. Dropping back. No harm, no foul. 3 wide. Jefferson, my God. That was a bold piece of driving right there to side drop the heck out of the 6 and propel himself to P1 with the white flag in hand. But here comes that 11. Amber Force, she's in a backup. Pony Motorsports driver Amber Force going for her first career All-Star race win. This could be stage number 2 if she can do it. Here comes Salvador. Never won a stage in the big dance here at the All-Star race. 1 lap to go for Amber Force. Salvador lurking in the weeds if Force were to mess up. And she has. Dropping back. Here comes Salvador. Down on the bottom. Oh, don't count out Force. He's coming with a run. Push from Jefferson. Here they come. Gonna be a dead heat. To the line. Bump. And my goodness. That was too close to call. Too close to call. We're gonna take a look. Scoring shows the 32. Scoring shows the 32. We're gonna wait. And we will take a look. We are gonna take a look at this to determine whether or not Stewart did in fact win this win the stage. Let's take a look. See Force coming with a run. Force coming with a run, and then it indeed is that 32 car of Alex Stewart. We'll go ahead and do another slow-mo of it just to give you a reference of how close it was. Right about there. That's a good 4/1000th of a second. Excuse me. That's a good 4/1000th of a second. That wins Alex Stewart this stage. Amber Force, Pony Motorsports was to the left and to the right of that 32. But in the end, fights off the strong horses of Kelly Salvador and Amber Force to win stage number 2. It's not over yet. We got stage number 3 to worry about. This is lap number 40, and this is halftime here at the All-Star race. Don't go away. 20 more laps. Pure excitement. And maybe another finish like this. It's coming up. Mayweather, high side, Jefferson, low side, Jackson, Lynn, not far behind. Here we go, they're already making it 3 wide. Making it 3 wide for the race lead and for prime spot to be out in front of the chaos, because these guys are going to be madder than hornets. Kelly Boston, she's in the backup once again. Here we go, 3 wide. Boston side drafting just a little bit. Still side drafting, beating and banging on that 48 too. My God, the kick out on the Chevy is what got the lead for that 48. If it wasn't for that, oh, in the wall. In the wall goes Lynn. And she's dropping like a rock. Dropping like a rock into a pond. They keep it together. Don't see any smoke on the 48, so that wasn't big enough contact. Here we go, stage 2 winner. Alex Stewart coming up towards the front. And he will retake the lead. So how about that? Stage 2 winner. Back out in front when it matters the most. But the way they're racing, you have to be in front, like way in front. Here comes our Daytona champion, Joshua Sekuli Club. Made it in on a fan boat. Contact. Big time contact. And we have no caution. For now. And I say for now, in the wall goes Stewart. Sekuli, here comes Fitzwater, here comes Gordon, and there's the 2-car tango right there. So far these are the 4 that would battle it out should we have a green flag run. Down the back stretch, Zachary Fitzwater still leads it. Fitzwater led the lap at least at the line. And we have some cars beating and banging back here. But still no yellow. Don't want to jinx anything by saying anything. Because that's certainly one. These drivers certainly don't want to see that. Because that will hurt their chances of winning this stage and winning the $1 million come that checkered flag. Kelly Boston in a backup. The pole sitter, Christian Mayweather, back up there. Levi Shones, and he was in a backup for stage 2. And so far, so good. Hillary Sanchez now inherits the lead. Let's talk a little bit about Mayweather here for a second. No, not Shones. We all know what Shones did last season. But Mayweather drew pole for the All-Star race. That's actually his first career pole that he drew so far this season. Right now he's under fire. Big time. And folks, while they're racing this quiet, we're going to go ahead and step aside and take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back to stage number 3 of the All-Star race. We're going to take you to the checkered flag when we come back. And welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. The caution is out. Lap number 17, and it's TJ Hanley in trouble, followed by Joshua Sakuli, our Daytona champion. So it looks like this race is going to end under the caution for actually the first time in history. This race will end under the caution. Take a look, and we brought it out. Well, TJ Hanley, the All-Star race is going to bite him once again here in season number 11. You see heavy, it gets turned there, and then backs it into the safer barrier, heavy damage on the back of that number 44 Entity 07. So their nights are done. They will pack it up and start working on a fresh new car for next week here for the 400 miler here at Charlotte. That's probably going to end the race under caution, so let's get to the finish of the All-Star race. And welcome back. This race is going to end under the caution. First time in history that we have ended the All-Star race under the yellow. So it's going to be Alex Hawkins picking up the win and the $1 million. Dylan Young, Adam Lewis, Johnny Gardner, Josh Barker, William Brock, Kelly Boston, Kelly Salvador, Max Anderson, and Quentin Moore is rounding out your top 10. But right now, taking the white flag under the caution is the 6 of Alex Hawkins. He's going to go home, the winner, and collect $1 million. And this is his first career All-Star race win. His second consecutive trip to the All-Star race. And this time, Lady Luck is on his side here under the lights at the Beast of the Southeast. Credit to all these drivers that put on a show for these 60 laps. Credit to Charlotte Motor Speedway for once again providing great racing. And credit to the fans who stuck it out. And a lot of fans right now looking back at the booth, watching me call this final All-Star race checkered flag. So let's set up the best call that we can give them. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Hawkins in his second career All-Star race. This is his second consecutive trip to the All-Star race here tonight. And under the lights, Alex Hawkins is going to pick up a check for $1 million. Alex Hawkins becomes $1 million richer here tonight. He wins the final All-Star race. In 2012, it was that Cole. 11 seasons later, it's Alex Hawkins in his first career All-Star victory lane here tonight. Congratulations to Alex Hawkins, winner of the final All-Star race of the DASCAR Nationwide Series. We had plenty of good finishes over the last 10 All-Star races, and this one in segment 2 just added some more history to the history books, and Alex Hawkins is gonna find a victory lane here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and he'll celebrate with his team for now, but then it's back to work next week for the 400 miler here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Pace car leads him down the pit road, but he don't care. He's the All-Star race winner. He can go burn it in the You can do burnouts on the front stretch if you wanted to, but I highly doubt he'll do that. But congratulations to Alex Hawkins and that whole entire six camp winner of the final All-Star race here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Amazing. Simply amazing. That's it, folks. This is the final All-Star week here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We hope you enjoyed the last of it. The final race of All-Star Week and the final All-Star Week of the series. We hope you enjoyed the ride over the course of these past 10 All-Star races and what's going on as the 5th consecutive All-Star Open that was. And hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast here tonight on NBCSN. The fans sure enjoyed it. They're still on their feet. No one's leaving this place. But All-Star Week was just phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. It was truly phenomenal. And knowing that the final call has been made on the All-Star race, it's time to say goodbye for now. Until next week, at least. So let's take a look at your finishing order here from Charlotte. Alex Hawkins, Dylan Young, Adam Lewis, Johnny Gardner, Josh Barker, William Brock, Kelly Boston, Kelly Salvador, Max Anderson, and Quentin Moore rounding out the top 10. And rounding out the field is Griffin Lynn. She is out of the race. Joshua Sakuli because of that accident. And TJ Hanley because of the accident is in 25th and 26th respectively. So one more time, a big shout out to the fans that stayed for tonight's All-Star race and All-Star festivities throughout the week. And back here next week for the 400 miler. It's overwhelming, folks. It's really overwhelming that knowing that this was the final call of the All-Star race. And knowing that we will not be returning to All-Star racing here in the DASCAR Nationwide Series in the future. If you guys have been living under a rock for the past few months, let's go ahead and give you a brief update. 6 years that this series has been in existence. 2012, December 1st was the inaugural season of this series. And December 12th, or December 1st, 2018 was the 6th year anniversary. I know we missed it, but one comment led to where we are now here in season number 11. And it's been a great ride. It's been a very great ride to bring you guys at home these races. And knowing that this is the final season that I will be behind the mic of the series. And the series will not be returning at the checkered flag of Homestead. The series will not be returning after the checkered flag when we crown our champion down in South Florida. But we got to salvage what we got to do now, and that's focus on the 400 miler here next week from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of the DASCAR Nationwide All-Star Race here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Erango Hartnett had a night off, by the way, so I took you home through these 60 laps. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But for now, for Erango Hartnett, I'm Jimmy Pinto, for all of us here at DASCAR celebrating the final season, season number 11. For all of us here at NBC, NBCSN, NBC DASCAR, and the whole entire NBC family and the whole entire DASCAR family, we'll see you next week for the 400 miler. So long, everybody.